I wasn't going to make this video. I didn't think I needed to, but the other day at work, I was talking to one of my friends and he started talking to me about colognes and he asked me about my spray routine. I told him and he said something that shocked me. And I thought, I guess it's not common knowledge and not everybody is me. So not everybody has looked into this. We're going to get into fragrance do's and don'ts right after the intro.
No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
What's up, friends and family? It's your boy Grim G, back with another fragrance video for y'all. So, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If this is your first time and you're into fragrance-related content, do me a favor. After watching the video, consider giving me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Really helps me grow, and I'd like to keep doing this for all the people who enjoy what I'm doing. With that being said, I hope you're all doing well. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to tell y'all, so I can turn the water off, we're going to talk about storing your fragrances. All right? Do not store your fragrances in the bathroom. And here's why. Woo, that is thick, hot air. The changing in temperatures from this to normal temperatures, room temperature, or from cold to this will ruin your fragrances. Now, I can't say that without a doubt because I don't store my fragrances like this. I've always kept mine in a dark place, kind of room temperature, not too hot, not too cold. Honestly, if someone tells me don't stick my hand in the lion cage because they might bite you, I'm just going to go ahead and take the word for it. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But it's your fragrances. You do what you want. Secondly, you do not need a fragrance collection the size of mine. This is a bit much, and I'm not even going to get into the others I have in the other room. But some people collect stamps, some people collect jewelry, some people collect baseball cards, some people collect unemployment. Me, I collect colognes. At least it's not drugs. So I almost forgot. As far as storing your fragrances go, do not store them in direct sunlight. Direct sunlight will denature the enzymes and break down the oils and cause your fragrances to go bad a lot quicker. All right. So you may be wondering what my friend at work said to me that just had me like, what? We'll get to that. All right, so I want to get back to how many fragrances does someone actually need in their collection? That's kind of up to you. It kind of depends on how much you want to spend, how big you want your collection to be, obviously. But in reality, the average person does not wear cologne. So if you have 3 to 5, you probably have more than enough. All right, so you'll want something for colder weather. That's going to be your thicker, heavier fragrances. Things like your Parfums de Marly, Carlisle, if you have money like that. You know, I'm not going to go into too many fragrances you can get, but you can always check out my videos to find out when fragrances are good for, which fragrances are good for what. So, something for the cold weather. You'll want something for the warm weather as well. That's going to be something kind of light, airy, something like this. Maybe some citrus, maybe tropical vibes. But if you wear something too heavy and thick in the summertime, it's going to be cloying. Cloying means too sweet and overbearing for the average person. You can wear heavier ones in the summer. You'll have to watch the sprays, but it could still be cloying. You'll want something that is versatile, that you could use in any situation. Something like a Dior Sauvage or a blue fragrance. Bleu de Chanel, for example. Those, you can consider those just quick grab, dumb reach fragrances. You got something to do real quick. You don't want to think about your colognes. Grab it, spray it on, head out the door, go do what you got to do. That could also be a gem scent. You might want a specific gem scent. Let's see, what else do you need? You'll need a date night fragrance for sure. Date night special occasion fragrance. That's going to be up to you what you go with, what the girl you're going out with is into. She might be into gourmands. She might be into strong and masculine. She might be into super sweet. She might be into woody. Possibilities are endless. So you'll need to know what she's into. And I'd say lastly, you'll need just an office safe fragrance. You'll need something that you could spray on. It's not going to be too offensive. It's not going to be too loud and overbearing for your coworkers. You don't want to end up in HR because you choked someone out without putting hands on them, or for putting hands on them. All right. So with that being said, that's kind of a guideline. Now, ways to make your fragrances last. You can put some Vaseline on your skin. Vaseline's a little too thick for me. And then spray your fragrance. It'll stick to the Vaseline, or you could use unscented lotion, unscented, so it doesn't mess with the scent of your cologne. You could put that on and spray it over the lotion. Staying hydrated is also very important. If your skin is dry, it's going to absorb your fragrance like a sponge. So, stay hydrated. You could go to Amazon and buy something called ISOE Super. It's a molecule that you spray over top of the fragrance, and it helps your fragrance last. You can get that for like $20. There are some amazing fragrances that do not last very long. One of those, which is an excellent date night fragrance, Dolce & Gabbana The One. Now, ISOE Super maybe adds a little bit of a woody touch to it, but it does not change the smell enough that you would really notice, especially not the average person. All right, the next point I want to make. How loud your fragrance is and how long it lasts. The sillage, all the above. Sillage, if you don't know, is your scent trail. You know, you walk by someone and it lingers in the air. That's what sillage is. You can look up all the terms. There's, there's fougères, there's chypres, there's gourmands, there's sweet, there's masculine, there's woody, there's all kinds of terms. We're not going to get into that in this video. I don't want to bore you too much. All right, but different concentrations of oils. You have Eau de Cologne. I think Eau de Fresh is the weakest performing one. Good luck getting an hour out of that scent. Eau de Cologne is a little more of the oil, which will help it last a little longer. Still super weak. Then you have Eau de Toilette. I'm sure you've heard of Eau de Toilette. With that, there are exceptions to the rule, and one of the biggest ones I can think of, Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. That stuff will last me a 12-hour shift at work, no problem. And it projects like a monster. All right, you get 2 to 4 feet of projection like after 8 hours. People still smell you. So this is not an absolute. There's always exceptions to the rules. All right, then you have my dog barking. I forgot where I left off. All All right, so I believe we were talking about Eau de Parfum next. Eau de Parfum is your next strongest. Then you got Parfum. Then you got Extrait de Parfum and Elixirs. So you can look into all that. Elixirs and Extrait de Parfum are usually your strongest ones. Now, if they're super thick and heavy, they're probably not going to project. All right, don't worry. I still have not forgotten what my friend did. Still not going to tell you yet, though, because I want y'all to try to watch this video to the end. But if you're new to colognes or perfumes, then, you know, you should take all these tips and tricks. All right, back to it. So when it comes to shopping for colognes, we don't pay retail. Don't you do it either. Okay? You're going to get waxed and reamed if you pay retail. Check out gray market discounters. Gray market means they bought them in bulk from people that have to get rid of them. After 1 year on the shelf, if it doesn't sell, I think it's by law, the places have to get rid of them. Like your department stores, they got to get rid of them. So gray market dealers come in, swoop them up, and they give them to you at a hefty discount. There are a lot of great websites. FragranceBuy.ca, Joma Shop. FragranceNet is decent, but Joma Shop and FragranceBuy.ca, Olfactory Factory LLC, Gift Express, all of those are legit and excellent prices. I've never had any issues with any of them. So check those out. You'll get the better prices. Niche fragrances are usually super expensive. But clone houses have come out lately and they are making clones of niche fragrances for super cheap. Like sometimes a fifth of the price. The average person is not going to be able to tell the difference. You're going to smell amazing and you're going to save a lot of money. So you can go clones, you can get designers, you can get niche, you can get smaller independent niche houses. Finally gonna let y'all know what my friend said to me, which blew my mind, and I hit him with that what the hell face. And I know a lot of you out there probably have done this or still do this. He asked me what my spray routine is. Me personally, I do 5 sprays. Okay, 5 sprays, that's it. Some people, I've watched them just go ham on the trigger, just all in their hair, all on their clothes, all down their arms. I've watched it, and they're serious with that shit. Don't do that. But that's not what he was talking about that got me. All right. So my spray routine. I'll spray one on this side of the neck, one on this side of the neck, one on my shirt, one on my wrist here, and one on my wrist here. That is enough. But what a lot of people do, and what he asked me, he said, so you, how many sprays you spray? So, oh, you put it on your wrist and then you do this. No, don't do this. So a good cologne is like some artwork, okay? Artists make this stuff, right? So you have your top notes, which burn off first, and then you're left with your mid notes, which are different, and then they burn off, and then your base notes burn off last. It is a progression from one stage to the next with your perfume or cologne. When you rub it all in like that, you have just mixed up all the layers of how that fragrance is supposed to develop. So don't do that. I know we were all taught that. I was taught that. That's what I used to do before I got into this hobby and realized that's not the move. If you have stuck with me this long, thank you very much. If you want to subscribe to my channel, welcome to the family. I will say most of my subscribers are very loyal, and that's why I'm now referring to y'all as family. I love when they interact with me on my live streams. I love seeing their stuff in the comments. I try to get back to all the comments. So thank you all for that. Thank you for any new subscribers. Especially thank you for my returning subscribers and the ones who have watched this video in its entirety. By the way, special 2 words for this video to be entered into the giveaway for Dumont Nitro Red and Mancera Cedrop Boise. Pink trash bags. Write them down. Pink trash bags. So the other video tells you the first 2 words. All right? If you continue to like, comment, and subscribe, I will continue to put y'all up on game. Make sure you are always the best smelling person in the room, and y'all have a good one.